Good morning, Primary 4. I'm Miss Inji, your math teacher. Today we are going to explain the next lesson in the geometry unit, which is the polygons. What is the polygons? Next slide. The polygon is a closed shape formed from 3 sides or more. So, any line form the polygon, we call it side. And each 2 sides intersect at one point. This point we call it vertex. So the vertex is the intersection point of each 2 adjacent sides. And any 2 sides, there is a space between them when they intersect at one point. This space, we said before that it's an angle. And the last, it will be the diagonal. What is the meaning of diagonal? Diagonal is the line segment which join any 2 non-consecutive vertices. So any line that we draw to join any 2 non-consecutive vertices, we call it diagonal. Okay? We have a lot of types of diagonal. So, next slide. The first diagonal, we said before that the diagonal is any shape that has 3 sides or more. So, the first diagonal has 3 sides. Any shape has 3 sides, we call it triangle. We call it triangle. So, this line we call it side, and that's side, and the last one will side. It will be side. So, how many sides? 3. 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And how many vertices? This is the point. This is the point of vertices. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 vertices. And how many angles? 1, 2, 3 angles. So the triangle has 3 vertices, 3 sides, and 3 angles. This is the first polygon. Next polygon will be quadrilateral. What is the meaning of quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is any polygon has 4 sides, like rectangle, square, rhombus, trapezium, parallelogram. All this polygon, we call it quadrilateral. So the quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 vertices and also 4 angles. Next polygon, the pentagon. Pentagon is a polygon which has how many sides? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the pentagon has 5 sides. And how many vertices? Also 5 vertices and 5 angles. Next polygon, it's a hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides and 6 vertices and 6 angles. Next polygon, it will be heptagon. And the heptagon has 7 sides, 7 angles, and 7 vertices. Last polygon is an octagon. Octagon has 8 sides, 8 angles, and 8 vertices. So, as we see, the number in any polygon, the number of sides equal the number of vertices equal the number of angles. Okay? This is the very important note. Next slide. So, now let's know more about quadrilateral. We said before that quadrilateral, any polygon has 4 sides. So we have more than a lot of quadrilateral. The first 2 quadrilateral, which must we know about them? 2 quadrilateral. The first quadrilateral, this is a quadrilateral, yes, because it has 4 sides. This is the square. This is a square. A square is a quadrilateral which has 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices, and all its sides are equal in length. All its angles are right angles. And each 2 opposite sides, this side and the opposite of it, are parallel. Okay. Then, what is the diagonal? We said before the diagonal is the line which joins the 2 non-consecutive vertices. So, the square has 2 diagonals. Okay. What is the property of these diagonals? In the square, the diagonal are perpendicular. What is the meaning of perpendicular? Perpendicular, it means that 2 lines perpendicular to each other to form 4 right angles. So this angle and this angle and that are right angles. And also these diagonal are equal in length. If this diagonal equal 4 centimeter, so the other diagonal must be 4 centimeter. And the last property for the diagonal of the square is the 2 diagonal bisect each other. So this part must equal that part in the diagonal, and this part also equal that part. Okay? This is for the square diagonal. Okay. Now, if we have a rhombus, at first, what is the difference, or what is the property of square and rhombus? We have a same property for the square and rhombus, which is the square, all sides are equal, and also the rhombus, all sides are equal, and each 2 opposite sides are parallel in the rhombus and in the square also. What is the difference? The difference here in the diagonal. The diagonal of rhombus perpendicular like the square, but not equal in length, and they are bisect each other. Next slide. Next polygon or next quadrilateral, it will be a rectangle. And the rectangle also quadrilateral because it has 4 sides, 4 angles, and 4 vertices. But all sides not equal. Each 2 opposite sides only are equal in length. Each 2 opposite sides are equal in length and parallel. But all its angles are equal. They are right angles. Okay, if we want to talk about its diagonal, the diagonal of a rectangle equal in length and bisect each other. Equal in length and bisect each other only, not perpendicular. Now we have the other quadrilateral, which is a parallelogram. The parallelogram also a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices, and its diagonal only, or its diagonal bisect each other. not perpendicular, not equal. Next slide. The last quadrilateral. It's a trapezium. Trapezium, also a quadrilateral, has 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices. What is the property of trapezium? Trapezium, it has only 2 opposite sides, are parallel and not equal. This side and that side, they are opposite. These 2 opposite sides are parallel, never intersect, but not equal. You see, this is a short side and this is a long side. So the 2 opposite sides are parallel but not equal in length. These are all the polygons which we have. Now, next slide. Come to solve the exercises on the polygon. The first exercise, complete. Number 1, all sides are equal in length in, remember, which polygon we said that all sides are equal? Excellent. Square and rhombus. Number 2, all angles are right angle in, which polygon which has all angles are right? Yes, square and rectangle. Number 3, the 2 diagonals are equal in length. The diagonal are equal in length. Equal, it must be square because the square has all the property of the diagonal. Equal in length, perpendicular and bisect each other. So, the first polygon are equal in, its diagonal are equal in length is a square. And which one also? Yes, rectangle. Question 4. The 2 diagonals are perpendicular. For sure, the first polygon will be square. As we said, the square has all the property of the polygons, diagonals. So the square. And which one? The diagonals are perpendicular. Excellent, rectangle. Number 5. The 2 diagonals of rectangle. In the rectangle, the 2 diagonals. What is the property of the diagonal of a rectangle? Excellent. Equal in length and bisect each other. Excellent. Next slide. Next exercise, we will put right for the correct statement and wrong for the incorrect one. And correct the wrong. Okay. Number A. The angle of a rectangle are right. The rectangle, its angle are right? Yes, excellent, right. Number B, the sides of a square are equal in length. The square, all sides are equal? Yes, correct. Number C, the opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel. Parallelogram. The opposite sides are parallel? Yes, correct. Number D, the measure of any angle of the square equal 45. Remember, the angle of the square. What is the type of the angle of the square? Yes, they are right. So, what is the measure of the right angle? 90 degrees sharp. So, 45 is wrong. This statement is wrong. So, the measure of any angle of the square equal 90 degree. Number E, any of the 4 angles formed from the intersection of 2 straight lines in a right angle. Any intersection lines make 4 angles and it will be right angle. This, it will be intersecting straight line, wrong. If they are right angle, it will be perpendicular straight lines. So this statement is wrong and the correction will be, we will cross intersection and write perpendicular. Number F, any angle of the four angles formed from the intersection of two perpendicular straight lines is a right angle. Yes, right, because the perpendicular straight line form four right angles. Number G. Two parallel straight lines are two non-intersecting straight lines. Two parallel straight lines, parallel never intersect. Are two non-intersecting? Yes, non-intersecting, never intersect. So this statement will be right, correct. Number H. Two perpendicular straight lines on the same straight line are intersecting straight lines. Two perpendicular straight lines on the same straight line are intersecting straight line. Wrong. Number I. The two diagonals of the square are perpendicular. Diagonal of the square perpendicular? Yes, we said before that the diagonal of the square has all properties. So the diagonal of a square are perpendicular. Right. Excellent. Now we have finished this lesson. I hope that you will enjoy this lesson and understand it very well. Thank you. Bye.